So Crystal Palace 3, Arsenal nil. Super Mick Arteta. He knows exactly what we need, Brandon. What we needed was a 3-0 slappage against Crystal Palace, against a legend of our football club, after winning Manager of the Month by default, and everyone dropping a 0 out of 10. Absolutely embarrassing. That had shades, not a 50 shades of grey. It had 50 shades of Arsene Wenger at Crystal Palace. You're not fit to wear the shirt, mate. In fact, you know what? That was even worse. Yeah, that was even worse. Yeah, because apparently he's fixed the defense. Apparently we're great. Apparently everything's rosy in the garden. Apparently it's all good. You know, we've got the best midfielder, Thomas Partey. We've got Odegaard, the creative spark. We're 16th on creative chances, by the way, in the league. And then everyone's saying, oh, sign Lacazette up. He found his level against Brentford B. The only player that can walk off that pitch tonight and say he actually done all right was the goalkeeper, again, that none of us wanted. What did you make of that shambolic performance, my friend?
What I would say, Lee, is when Eddie Nketiah is arguably your best outfield player on the pitch, you know you've had a bad day, mate. That's what I would say,
Oh, that would have been
honestly.
a goldie if he'd scored that, by the way.
Oh, mate,
His credit run out as it was going in.
oh dear, it's just typical Arsenal, mate. It really is. It really, really is. Like you just said, shambolic performance, mate. Every single player on that pitch was awful for Arsenal tonight. Absolutely fucking dog shit awful. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And Nuno Tavares got hooked at half time, but I could have picked out four, five, six players that could have been hooked at half time.
Yeah,
We
Odegaard
was
on Ben
it
White.
was
Ben White, by the way.
embarrassing, bro.
Ben White, by the way, mate. Yeah, did you see that first goal?
Forget about the first goal, bro. Ben White all game. I was watching him, right? This is a centre back that's supposed to be a good ball playing centre back. My guy's dilly dallying on the fucking ball, thinking he's got all the time in the world. Like, what are you doing, you twat? Like, get rid of it. You know, if you can't pick a pass, get rid of it. But then again, saying that, none of our players could pick a pass today, especially Thomas Partey. It was awful, absolutely awful. Emil Smith Rowe as well. We just really was not at the races, and it's embarrassing, mate. And look, that is reminiscent for me of the season that we finished fifth with Emery and
Yeah.
we lost against Crystal Palace, and that cost us top four. And I
Yeah.
tell you now, that performance tonight could cost us top four because not only is it the fact that Spurs are now above us, even though we've got a game in hand that everybody likes to talk about, but that type of performance there, that type of defeat there, can dent the confidence as well.
Mate, there was
We've got
no
Brighton
confidence
next.
tonight. There was no confidence tonight
Nope,
anyway. Yeah,
nope.
and I said this to Jez a minute ago and to Kenny. The first time in a long time that we've dropped from fourth to fifth, albeit with them lot as well, by the way, after they've scored 5 yesterday. The first time we have to punch back, we go and get battered 3-0. Yeah. That tells me there's no fight in the team, but apparently he's changed the culture, Brandon. Changed the culture. We've conceded 5 goals less than last season with Bellerin at right back, Leno in goal, Kolasinac coming in for Tierney. Yeah. Rob Holding and David Luiz. Yeah. 5 goals less than last season with 9 to play. We still got to play West Ham away, Chelsea away, Tottenham away, Man United at home. We're dusted. We're finishing 6th, bruv.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to finish in top four now. I'll admit that. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I'll hold my hands up. I thought top four was done and dusted with Arsenal because I looked at Manchester United in particular. They can't put a run of wins together. Tottenham were absolutely awful at the time, and I thought, we was going to get top four by default by being the best of the rest. But even now, it just goes to show, as you kind of just said there, has he really changed the culture at the football club? Probably not, because like you just said, we've conceded 5 less goals with 9 games to go.
Yeah, we've had more
Everybody's
clean
looking at,
sheets, though, mate. We've had more clean sheets.
yeah, clean sheets don't mean anything when you're not picking up the points on the board. That's the thing. And, at the end of the day, we've had one game a week. We should be walking this top four with Manchester United being well out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like the only team that should be on paper in top four out of the three of us, as in us, Tottenham, and Manchester United. On paper, Manchester United should walk that top four. They haven't done that. They've been absolutely diabolical. So then the team that should be there based off the fact that we're only playing one game a week. We're out of every domestic cup. We've not got Europe. We should be there already. We should be walking this top four with a breeze. But once again, and I've said this before, we got the wrong manager, bro. We should have got Vieira, mate, because I look at Vieira, right, and I look at what he's had to work with Crystal Palace. And don't get me wrong, he's got some decent players at his
Project Youth, by the way. Conor Gallagher, Elise, players like that, proper Project Youth.
But these are also players that nobody had really ever heard of before, and he's turned them into decent players. Conor Gallagher, that he'll have some big teams coming in for him in the summer. I can guarantee you that right now. Even that Mateta or whatever his name is, he looked decent tonight. You know, Zaha looks hungry again, even though he always destroys us anyway. But I'm just looking at it like this, right?
He walks into our midfield, mate.
Exactly, and in a short period of time, Patrick Vieira's got Crystal Palace playing decent football. It's good on the eye. They're beating the big teams as well, you know, taking points.
They've only lost since the 1st of January, They have only lost 3 games, right? One of them was to Liverpool. One of them was to Chelsea in the last minute, right? And one of them was to West Ham. So all 3 clubs that have got better squads, better players, etc., more experienced teams, He's only lost 3 games since the 1st of January. And they've got a playing style, and they're attractive. That you look at them and you think, wow, you play good football. What do we do?
Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. I mean, like I said, they're taking points off the big teams. We haven't taken any points off the big teams this season, aside from Spurs. Do you know what I mean? Like, can we call them a big team? Not really. They're about as bad as what we are. So I look at it like this: Mikel Arteta, he's had 2 years at Arsenal, and we're just about starting to find our feet, although we're still really not great at all. We're really not great, not for where we should be after having 2 years of this manager. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got Patrick Vieira down the road, who's had not even a full season at Crystal Palace yet. And you can see what he's trying to do. They're so much better drilled than what we are as well. You know, defensively, if we want to talk about a manager that's improved defenses, look at Crystal Palace. We couldn't break them down today. That we could have played for another year and we still wouldn't have scored, mate. We could have done. Honestly, like, our chances were few and far between.
Conceded 4 goals less than us, more than us.
Exactly.
Less than us.
Oh, mate. And, we've got a £50 million player at centre-back. We've got Gabriel, who's like the next up-and-coming, greatest thing since sliced bread.
But don't worry, mate. Super Mick Arteta knows exactly what we need, mate. Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. We're on our way to, Europa League.
Europa League, yeah.
It's embarrassing. Mate. Give us some positive from the game. Is there any positive?
The positive from the game is that it's over. But that's about it, mate. I mean, honestly, no word of a lie, right? I've quit smoking this week. I'm on day 5 of no cigarettes. After watching that 90 minutes, mate, I wanted to go back and smoke a 20 pack straight away, straight up. And that's what Arsenal do to you, unfortunately. I mean, look, top 4's not done and dusted, I don't think, because
it's going to go all the way.
Spurs can always Spurs it up, and that's about it, but Arsenal can always fuck it up and all. So it's gonna go all the way to the wire. I do think
they play a part as well, right? And the thing is, they're in the ascendancy now because we lost tonight, right? We're level on points. Our 1 game in hand now is against Chelsea away, and yes, we beat them last season. Yes, they got piped by Brentford, and then
we've got to play Tottenham away, and we have a poor record there.
3 days after that Chelsea game, we have Manchester United. We defend like that tonight. Ronaldo's having a field day. Yeah, he's having a field day, mate. Right, and then we've got to play Tottenham. And we've still got West Ham. We've got Chelsea, Man United, West Ham in a row. And then I think after that, I think we have actually got Tottenham, haven't we? Yeah, I think we've got all 4 of them. Yeah, let's have a look at Arsenal's fixtures real quick.
All in a row. We still got to play Brighton this weekend. They're a decent outfit. Southampton as well.
We've got Leeds before Tottenham. So we've got Chelsea away, Man U at home, West Ham away, Leeds at home, Tottenham away. Bruv, I'm telling you right now, yeah, this is going all the way down to the wire. If Tottenham beat us, well, they might even be way clear of us by then because we could quite easily lose to Man United and Chelsea.
We
Yeah,
could
and
quite
they've got a
easily
mad
lose
job
on
to do.
Saturday, mate. Brighton are a decent side. They give us a decent game every single season.
League on a derby, bruv. Malpai, you're a disgrace.
That's it, bro. That's it. You know, Potter.
Danny Welbeck FC, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Man's working with Danny Welbeck and Malpai, and they bully us every week. I listen, big up for coming on, man. Go and subscribe to True Gunners TV, people. But thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Love always. And yeah, we're out of here.
Arteta out.